He might put it on Barbosa.
Let me take you in the shed.
wait. In the shed. Boom. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. The boy Bobby seems to be in the same position we left him last time. I don't remember if he had the jacket on, but you know. Simple little fit, both of us, you know. Crew necks. It's cold out. It's Christmas time. Not quite yet. We got a couple weeks, but you already know. It's coming. It is the holiday season. How was your Thanksgiving? Last time we talked about Thanksgiving. I hope you got your Christmas shopping going on. I got a few gifts I still gotta buy. I think I got my niece figured out. My nephew also. I think I might have something for my mom. I don't know yet. Let's see. When I have trouble buying gifts, I buy gifts that I know maybe could fit one or two people, maybe even three people. I could be like, I'll buy this. If I don't find something for blank, I could give them this. Or if I find something for them, I could give this to someone else. So I have a purchase that could fit a couple of people, but I haven't decided just yet. I'm still looking. But I still got a couple gifts I got to pick up. I got to get on that. I'm trying to find good sales. I didn't really buy much on Black Friday other than stuff for me. So yeah, definitely got to get on that. Let me know how y'all Christmas shopping is going. Let me know some ideas. What do you buy females? What do you buy my brother, my older brother? What should I get him? My father says to get him a liquor bottle. He says that's fine. Or you could just go for the, not basic, but the simple Marshall's gift card. That would never go wrong. Marshall's gift card. Right, Bob? What you want for Christmas, Bob? I'm gonna get you some new drip. Boy, you gotta get some new drip. Anyways, guys. Today is a special day. We have the last UFC pay-per-view of the year. And we have a banger card. So we're gonna go over the card. You already know how we do. We're gonna go through the prelims. I'm gonna post the card here, the full card. And then I'll show you my picks for the prelims. So we'll go over that. And then we'll go over the main card. So, can't wait for that. We have another fight night before the year ends. And then next year, we're actually going to be watching UFC on Paramount. So, not on ESPN anymore, which I don't mind. The ESPN app kind of sucked. It was always giving me problems. The stream would crash randomly. Sometimes I would have trouble trying to log in. I would have trouble trying to play the stream itself. Like, it would be like, oh, you purchased the pay-per-view, but it still wouldn't just let me play the stream. It was always something. So I'm glad that they're leaving the ESPN app. Fine with me. And they did some announcements also for some fight cards coming up in the next year. So you know what? Before we get into this fights, we had I guess these fights weren't announced. They're coming up. So Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje are going to be fighting for the interim 155 title. The boy Ilia Topuria is going through some martial issues. Is that even you proper say that? So yeah, the boy Ilia is going through some issues with the fam. So he said he's going to be taking a little break at the beginning of the year. So we have Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje fighting for the paper belt, the fake belt, the interim champion, which is going to be the most fakest belt. Because Arman Tsarukyan should be fighting for the title. He should be the #1 contender. So if there's an interim fight, he should be involved in it. Whatever. We know how the UFC be working. Let's get a little coffee break while we're at it. So yeah, so we have that. We have Sean O'Malley versus Sean Yadong, which will be fire. We have Amanda Nunes versus Kayla Harrison. That one's going to be fire. We're going to be able to determine who the greatest woman of all time in the UFC is. In the MMA, maybe. So people say Cyborg. I don't know. Cyborg got popped with PEDs years ago, so people kind of take out that combo. But that's going to be fire. We have, what else did we have on the lineup last night? We had a Waldo Cortez. Come on, how am I going to forget about the Dominican boy, the salsa boy, the pirate king? man, guys. The boy repping the island. I'm over here repping the island. In the shed, he's over there in the UFC repping the island. Waldo is ranked number 5, so he's right creeping up on a title shot. They're giving him the Black Beast, Derek Lewis, ranked number 8. Derek is a legend in the UFC, so this is not a bad fight for Waldo. He needs to be careful not to get KO, but you know, I'm rooting for my countryman. I'm rooting for the boy Waldo Costa Cortez. Can't wait. Can't wait. But last but not least, they also did announce Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira for the BMF title, the baddest motherfucker alive title. That's going to be fire. I'm hoping and praying, because last time Charles took a fight within like 3 months of getting flatline KO'd, so I thought it's going to be a high chance he might have lost that one. He didn't lose that one. He won in Brazil in his hometown. But let's win this BMF title and retire on top. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's let the GOAT retire on top. I don't need to see the GOAT winning this fight and then trying to fight another fight and then losing. So hopefully Charles maybe hangs up the gloves, you know, while he's still young, while he hangs it up on top, while he's still got a lot of gas in the tank. But yeah, I can't wait for those fights. I cannot wait for those fights. Next year's going to be looking fire. Oh, Volkanovski and Diego Lopez 2 got announced also. That one I forgot to bring up, but can't wait for those. But let's get into tonight. Let's get into tonight's fights. Let's go through the prelims. I'm gonna put my picks up here. First fight of the night is gonna be Naumbo versus Santos. Then we got Abdul Malik versus Tricoli. I think we're gonna see Tricoli flatline tonight. We have I can't even say his name. Baranieski versus Aslam. I'm going towards Aslam, but I'm not too sure with this one. We got Barbosa versus Turner. This one's going to be an exciting one. Everyone knows who Barbosa is. He's a legend in the UFC. Insane kicks, insane Muay Thai. But he's getting up there in the age. So this is going to be a tough fight for him. He does struggle against the younger guys. Because the thing is, when you're a fighter, there's skills you train and there's attributes that you have as a fighter that you're born with, that are God-given talent. Some of those attributes like speed, your chin, so how hard you can take a punch. Some of those go with age. So it's not really things you can keep training. So once you get up there in age, you know, the younger guys have that advantage over you. So it's a tricky fight for Barbosa here. Turner, though, was on a little bit of losing streak, and he's really young. He retired about a year ago. Caught a lot of people by surprise. Hasn't really stuck with the retirement, but coming back with a new spirit, it's just gonna be different. I don't know. He might put it on Barbosa. So after that, we got Marvin Vettori versus Ferreira. I believe this is Diego Ferreira. The boy Baby Hulk. Is that what he goes by? The Hulk. Ferreira is good. I like Ferreira. But he didn't make weight. He came in like 4 pounds overweight. They gave him an hour to cut. And then he was 3 pounds overweight. So that doesn't look that great for him. His cardio might not be there. His power might not be there. His chin might not be there. So one thing Vettori is known for, the Italian stallion, is having a good chin, having good wrestling, having good cardio. So Marvin's not going to go anywhere. So Ferreira might be in here for a long night. I'm picking him because I love Ferreira. He's taking out some of my favorite guys too. So I'm pushing for him, but we'll see. After that, we have Liam Siam versus Saeed Sadikov. This fight is interesting. Young upcoming guys, prospects. Both these guys, I would have to look up Sadikov's record, but I know Siam has at least one loss in the UFC. I'm not too sure if Sadikov has lost in the UFC yet, but they do have an opponent in common. Sadikov beat Terrence McKinney, and Liam lost to Terrence McKinney. So if you guys are familiar with MMA, how the rock, paper, scissors triangle goes is that by this logic, Ziam should beat Sadikov. Because that's usually how it goes. You know, one beats one, the other one beats one, the other one beats one. We had a couple months ago, well, the last fight was actually Armin and Hooker. But a little bit ago, years ago now, we had a, who was it? Gamrot? Yeah, Gamrot beat Armin in a really close decision. And then we had Hooker beat Gamrot. And now last weekend or the weekend before, we had Armin beat Hooker. That's how the MMA triangle goes. And so you can't do MMA math. MMA math does not work. After that fight, we got Macy Barber coming back versus Karine Silva. Macy Barber, last time she was supposed to fight, Erin Blankfield. She couldn't make weight. She had a seizure in the back. Horrible stuff. So, glad to see her back. I hope she's okay. Maybe she should have taken more time off. Who knows? She did make weight yesterday. She looked really good on the scale. So, if we're going based on that, she should be able to pack up Silva and send her home back to Brazil. Let's go to the next one. Oh, speaking of the devil, we actually have Terrence McKinney right here fighting, who's that? Chris Duncan? Terrence McKinney, speak of the devil, the guy we were just talking about that beat Ziam and lost to Sadikov. Here he is. Terrence is a wild man. He comes in swinging on the first round. The last couple fights, he's been bringing out more of the wrestling. So maybe we'll see a longer fight on this one. But most of the time, guns blazing in the first round, first couple minutes, and either gets taken out or he takes the other person out. That's usually how a Terrence McKinney fight goes. We'll see how this one goes. I don't know if he wants to really stand up with Chris Duncan. He might get sent home packing. But I'm going McKinney on this one. Either he's going to wrestle him to a decision or he might just get the quick finish, quick submission, or quick KO. He can do everything. Let's go to the next one. For the highlight of the prelims, we have Grant Dawson versus the boy Torres. Grant Dawson has one loss in the UFC. I believe that's his only loss in MMA to Bobby Green in the first round. He says no one wants to fight him because he has a boring style. He's not a popular name, barely any Instagram followers. So if you beat this guy, no one is even going to notice. So he says that's why none of the top guys in the 155 division call him out. He's a good fighter. He might just wrestle Torres to a decision. I'm going Grant Dawson in this one. Let's head to the main card. Bow! We're running through these guys. I got a busy night, guys. I gotta get set up for the fights, get the beer sheets going, get set up the night. I cannot wait. So let's move on to the main card. We have an exciting main card. The last couple cards have been really fire. So I'm so excited about that. Opening up the main card, one of my favorite fighters of all time, Jan Blachowicz versus the boy Guskov. I've always loved Jan for many years before he even became a UFC champion. He's cool guy to me, Polish power. Always loved listening to his interviews. And then when he finally picked up that belt, I think he was like 38 years old. They call him an old man, which is crazy. That was like 2 or 3 years ago, and he's still fighting. But they call him an old man. I remember when he had the belt, that was fire. He lost at a Glover. And ever since then, he's been lose some, win some. He lost Beretta after that. He didn't lose to Ankalaev. He got a draw against Ankalaev, a future champ, who he honestly should have won that fight, Blachowicz, with all those kicks. But Blachowicz versus Guskov, he needs to be careful in this one because Guskov is on the come up. He's guns blazing right now, so he's gonna come try to take his head off. Jan doesn't take too many good punches anymore, you know. He has to rely a lot on his wrestling nowadays. He doesn't have the speed that he used to. His kicks are still valid. So if he kicks first and then starts the wrestling, I think he'll do good. But I'm gonna go towards Jan because I love Jan Blachowicz. But Guskov is nothing to write home about. Is that even how the saying goes? Like, nothing to write home about? Is that like a good thing or a bad thing? Like, yeah, I'm gonna write home about you. So that's a good thing. You're a good fighter. Y'all let me know in the comments. I'm going Jan, former champion. Maybe he still got it. Who knows? He's gonna hang up the gloves soon, so we'll see. But speaking of hanging up the gloves, Henry Cejudo versus Peyton Talbot. This is a nice fight. I like this. I like both of these guys. Henry Cejudo's a legend. Former two-time double champ. He was a 125 champion, beat Demetrius Johnson, the GOAT of that division. And then he moved up. He defended that once, and then he moved up and became the 135 champ by beating Marlon Moraes for the interim belt, I believe. That was fire. He also defended that against Dominic Cruz. So the one thing you can't say about Cejudo is that he was ever a paper champ. He grabbed that belt and he defended it no matter what. No hydration break, guys. Running through him, like I said. So yeah, so this is gonna be fire. I was talking about, speaking of putting down the gloves, because Henry Cejudo has confirmed that this is gonna be his second retirement. He retired when he became a double champ, when he defended the second belt about 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. Came back about a year ago, a little bit ago. He hasn't been doing that good. Age has caught up to him. The new gen just moves better than him. If he wrestles the fuck out of Peyton Talbot, he could get this. But if he's going a striking speed-wise, Peyton's going to take this. Peyton Talbot is on the come-up. He has a few losses on his record, I believe. I don't think he's completely undefeated. Or maybe he was undefeated and had that one loss to Barcelos is his name? Barcelos? Y'all know what I'm talking about. He came back last time around, did good. And now he's going against Cejudo. I think these guys just train together. Cejudo's retiring. Peyton Talbot wants to send him home. At the press conference, like a day or two ago, or at the weigh-ins, I think it was, maybe yesterday, the fans were yelling, Frank Ocean, because as y'all know, rumors is that Peyton Talbot and Frank Ocean be getting it on. I say rumors, but like they posted like a Snapchat of them cooking some like deviant boiled eggs or something, or scrambled eggs. I don't even remember. It was deviant eggs. I know that for a fact. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna go Talbot because he's the younger guy. But if Cejudo comes out and wrestles him, he could take this home. After that, though, we have. Now we're getting it on, guys. We got Brando Moreno versus Taira. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It's going to be a great fight. Taira is a beast. He has good submissions. He has good wrestling. He's also a dog, which is the only way you could describe Brando Moreno. Brando Moreno is the definition of a Mexican dog. He brings in the Mexican boxing. He has crazy resilience, crazy chin. He doesn't go down. And if he needs to submit you, he will do it. So Brando Moreno versus Taira, this is going to be fire. I'm leaning towards Moreno, fellow Hispanic like me. I loved his rivalry with Figueiredo. That was insane. Those fights were crazy. I believe they fought 4 times. Draw the first time. Brando Moreno gets it, then Figueiredo, and then Brandon at the end. Whew, fire. Going for Moreno on this one, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about these fights. Let's move on to the co-main event. We have some exciting main events coming. We got Alexandre Pantoja versus the boy Joshua Van. Jeez, what do you even say about this? Pantoja is about to be right there on the 135 GOAT conversation with DJ Demetrius Johnson. He's catching up. He has I would say he has the better opposition, the better opponents, the harder fights. But DJ just did it for so many years, so many defenses. And DJ was way more dominant. DJ would take the opponents, dominate them during the fight. He wouldn't even get a scratch on it. Pantoja gets into dogfights to the point where you're like, yo, if it continues one way, Pantoja might lose his belt. But then at the end of the fight, he riles up and ends up winning. So that's the biggest difference between DJ and Pantoja, who has the GOAT conversation at 135. But speaking of the opposite of the GOAT, it's the prospects. It's the prospect coming up. And how about the youngest prospect? Joshua Van is the first fighter born after the 2000s that's fighting for a UFC belt. That's younger than me, man. That's younger than me. I was born before the 2000s, man. Unbelievable. He's been on a roll right now. He has one loss in the UFC to Charles G. Johnson, which we thought his greenery was shown, how much green he is in the sport was shown. He came back from that. He's been putting it on. He's fighting for the belt now, 23 years old. So if he was just a couple months younger, he could have, if he won this, he could be the youngest UFC champion. The youngest is John Jones, so he's going to get like second place or something, which is crazy. Especially beating someone like Pantoja. Crazy. Can't wait for this fight. I'm going to have to lean towards Pantoja, man. The experience, the championship level fights. But Joshua Van, you're always just one shot away from knocking the other guy out. So this is gonna be an exciting fight. I cannot wait for this. Whoever wins this, I'm gonna be happy. If Joshua wins this, he has to get rematch to Pantoja. So who doesn't want to see that again? Boom. Let's get to what we all have been waiting for. The main event of the evening. We got Marav Divwalishvili versus Pyotr Yan. Let me say that correct. It's not Peter. It's Pyotr Yan. This is a rematch. These guys have fought before. And if you watch that fight, you're going to be like, why are these guys even rematching? This before Marav got the belt. Maybe one fight before he fought for the title. I'm not too sure. He dragged the hell out of Pyotr Yan for 5 rounds. Wrestle fucked him. Set the record for most takedown attempts. He secured 10 takedowns, which is absurd already. And he threw like more than 40 takedowns. Some people say, like, use that against him. Oh, you can't secure the takedown. No. It's about the cardio, about the pressure. This guy doesn't let you breathe in there. He's just constantly throwing you around. He'll pick you up, throw you around. He'll grab your legs, throw you on the floor, and let you go just for you to get back up, for him to throw you back down. Marav is the definition of his nickname, The Machine. The decision machine, he calls himself. He doesn't care about getting decisions. I don't care either. He's entertaining, straight from Long Island. He's from Georgia. He trained in Long Island. Now he lives in Vegas, I believe, which Pyotr Yan uses against him. Pyotr said that Marav fighting, I believe this is his 4th title defense this year, is not a big deal because he lives in Vegas and all his fights have been in Vegas. So it's like an hour or 2 away. He trains right there. I don't know, man. Making that weight and still fighting those 5-round championship fights, it's not nothing to write home about. See, I said it again, man. I don't even know what that means. I gotta look that up. But Pyotr Yan, it's a specialist in well-roundedness. Crazy stylistic striking. He has insane trips. He makes the trips look effortless with some judo trips and throws he throws at you. He's absolutely insane. He went on like a 3-fight losing skid for a little bit and was able to come back. And I believe he's won 2 in a row, 3 in a row on the way back to the title. Cannot wait for this fight, but you can't be surprised. I'm picking Marav. Marav's going to do it again. And you know what? Screw it, Marav. Let's finish this guy. We're going to finish this guy tonight. We ain't going to be talking about nothing. And, you know, we're just on the way to GOAT status at 135. That's all I'm talking about. That's all we talking about here. These guys were coming at each other at the press conference. Marav told Yan that he could join him in the jacuzzi with all the teammates after the fight, which is an ongoing joke. Because the Russian Dagestani fighters like to jacuzzi with all the teammates, you know, a bunch of guys in tiny jacuzzis. So Marav has been making fun of them for a couple of years. So now he invites them to the jacuzzi and takes pictures. And he's like, this is what I do when I beat you guys. It's okay. We can have jacuzzi time. So Pyotr Yan asked him 2 days ago at the press conference, why is it only boys at the jacuzzi? He's like, why is there no girls? And Marav was at a loss for words. He had no defense.
Hey, you are welcome in my jacuzzi. You wanna come jacuzzi after?
You have plenty of people in your jacuzzi. I don't need to be there.
Come on, Peter.
I feel like you should have girls in your jacuzzi instead of who you have. But if you like to be with jacuzzi with the boys, it's up to you.
What's the problem with girls or boys? Doesn't matter, bro. We can mix. Okay.
All I saw is all you got is boys in yours. Honestly, I haven't even seen you with a girl before at all.
And he was like, Pyotr, what's wrong with boys in jacuzzi? You were invited. He had no words. He was literally stuttering. My goat got done dirty, man. He had no defense. He couldn't tell him that it was LGBTQ plus month, and he was just celebrating with them. He couldn't even say anything. He couldn't say that he don't judge. He couldn't say nothing, man. He was there, speechless. But that's fine. That's fine. We're going to get our revenge tonight, and then we're going to invite a bunch of girls to the jacuzzi. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Guys, tune in tonight to the fights. If they're too expensive on ESPN, I'm sure you can find a website to watch them on, but you didn't hear that from me. Don't tell Uncle Dana. I hope you guys have a good Christmas. I'm sure you'll hear from me around that time, you know, in another week. Because, you know, we do this weekly. It's the boy Hancer with the boy Bobby. I'll catch you guys in another week.
Tell me now. You're gonna make an excuse when I repeat you again. Tell me now, please.
More.
Do you have any injuries now?
Ask more.
Do you have any injuries now?
Saturday, we will see.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Do you have injuries or no? Yes or no? I get it. Okay.
InTheShed.